So we are going to go to a spot that we've got a picture of a nice deer. We had a picture of a nice deer, I think on November 11th or something to that tune. I'm not really sure what the date was, but it was sometime in November anyway. So it's a little finger of woods that goes between cutovers, and these bucks cruise that creek, scent checking for does. We got a southwest wind this morning, southwest, and that's really the wind that sets up for best. So we're gonna sneak up in here. We got a pretty good walk, and I didn't really want to make a lot of noise up in the tree when I got in it, so I'll probably do a little interview after it gets a little light again, but just wanted to give y'all a heads up where you could hear me instead of me having to try to whisper and look around at the same time and talk to the camera. I do it right here in the car. I ain't worried about it. So yeah, that's what we got planned. I'm gonna head out of the woods and get up with Noah this evening for an evening hunt. I don't know where we're gonna go yet, but we'll get that figured out. This spot right here is public land that I'm going to, and this evening I don't know if we'll hunt public or private, but depends on what Noah's been seeing, I reckon. So we'll see y'all in a little bit when we up the tree. Adios. Piece of shit. Stepped in a big ass sinkhole. Trying to be slick and go through some brush that was in the creek. I stepped into that brush and the bottom fell out. I sunk up to my daggone waist on one leg, so both of my feet are absolutely soaked right now. And it's like 28 degrees. So I'm freaking freezing. Already had two small bucks come through here. I watched them spar on the other side of the creek earlier, but it wasn't enough light to get them on camera, but I watched them through the binos sparring a little bit. They came across the creek, sparred again over in the brush, and worked their way on up the creek. So, it's a good morning. It's like the front end of a cold front right now. It's the first real cold day we've had in a while, so hopefully they'll be up on their feet. don't know how much footage I got of him, but we just had a giant walk by us. He stayed about 50, 60 yards off on the thick side of the creek. I had the camera set up ready, recording for him to come out of my shooting lane. But he kind of hung closer to the cover. Big, thick main beams on him. Huge brow tines. I don't know how much footage I got of him though. But he's a giant. His neck was swole up. He came and checked a lick branch over there on the other side of the creek. I walked up the edge of the planted pines right there. And I grunted to him several times, snort wheezed to him. Finally he got over on the other side of the creek. Real thick over there, and I could still see him, so I rattled some to him, and he looked up, you know. He stayed looking for 5 or 6 seconds, just staring. He dropped his head and headed on. I considered hanging my tree stand in a tree that he walked about 10 yards from. But I said, no, with the wind I got, I need to be on the opposite side of the creek. So, oh man, that gets you fired up. But golly, that was a big deer. Alright, I'm back at the house now. Taking these two to go get some lunch. Hey, camera. So we're gonna go eat some lunch, and we're gonna be back in the woods here shortly. It's almost 1 o'clock, so we're gonna get the move on. Deuces. Throwing the peace sign, Nora.
Throwing the peace sign.
Say deuce. Say peace out. Alright guys, we're back. Me and Tanner and I have slipped into a piece of private this evening with the southwest wind. He from the look of the video and from what he told me, that he had a real good encounter with a nice buck this morning. So he slipped out of there and didn't want to pressure him too bad, so I think that's what we're going to head back to in the morning. With our fingers crossed, one of us get a shot at him. So then we came to another piece that was on public, came to another piece of private, trying a southwest wind. Most of our spots don't sit exactly right for it. We got a couple of them, but we kind of made this evening work. But we found several fresh rubs, and we didn't see no scrapes, did we? No, we found several fresh rubs coming in, so we're gonna see how it goes. I think today is November the 26th. I think everything's finally coming out of lockdown. I know the last couple of times I've been out hunting, I haven't seen the first deer, which I know there's deer in there, but I think now all the mature does
was starting to drop the first doe they found, and on the cruise looking for another last doe that's still in heat. I know last year this is around this time is when I killed the high side, so I think I killed him December 4th or December 9th, I can't remember. But we got we're set up on a ditch that leads down to a creek bottom. Actually, it's the ditch right on behind me on the other side of the little ridge. And we're pretty much wherever they're gonna walk at. It's no more than 40-yard shot, so only thing we gotta do tonight is get one to read the script, and we'll be hopefully dragging one out. So I'll stay tuned, and we'll keep y'all updated as the evening progresses. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for us for this evening. Little Spike walked by, and I think he might have came to the little calling sequence we did. But it's better than getting skunked, I reckon. So saw a little small buck. We can go check a camera and go eat some Thanksgiving food. We'll catch y'all again in the morning. We go after that buck I saw today. Hopefully maybe we'll get him. Creek access, you gotta run it. Strength mode. We're all set up this morning. We're hunting the same buck that I saw yesterday. We switched locations about 20 yards, moved on the other side of the creek. We got the same wind, southwest wind. It's actually blowing straight south right now, so that works out a little bit better. But hopefully that buck will do the same thing he did yesterday. So we'll see. We already had a spike come through earlier while we were hanging our set, and he just kept walking and paid no attention, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, we made it out this evening finally. We were supposed to be hunting somewhere about 300 or 400 yards from a truck, but we got down there and changed our mind, then went somewhere else, then changed our mind again. So we're up on a ridge now, probably about 1.5 miles from the truck. So we'll see what happens. We got some fresh rubs and some scrapes along this transition line. There's some planted pines right here to the south of us, and we got a southwest wind, so the wind should be blowing over the cutover towards our direction. There's an old logging road over here on the other side of us, and we think that's where the deer are traveling on. There's a scrape, a couple scrapes on that road, and there's a fresh rub line right here about 20 yards in front of us. We already saw a buck cruising on the walk in. Nice little 8-pointer, probably about 2.5-year-old 8-pointer. So I think they're moving, and our wind sets up good for this spot. So we'll see what happens. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the evening. We it was a little bit of a rodeo trying to choose a spot that we wanted to go. The initial spot we wanted to hunt, we kind of talked ourselves out of it. Went on down the bottom looking for a sign, and we ended up coming running into another buck. We had a pretty good encounter with it, just a small 2-year-old, and we decided, since we was already so far down the bottom, we decided to come set up on this big oak ridge that I figured they'd be cruising. I know probably won't long got to probably mid to late October. There was several scrapes on the road right in front of us, and the only fresh sign that we've seen is some pretty nice rubs up along this ridge as it drops down to the bottom. But 4 o'clock came around, we had a doe. She was by herself, and that was hard for us both to believe. It's November the 27th, which I know is getting late in the rut, but I'm a firm believer that some of the younger does and maybe some of the does still haven't got bred. But probably 15-20 minutes ago, we had a buck come in and cut a track. Well, when that doe came in, she stopped and took a she came in from behind us, and we couldn't hear her because it's in rain. But she urinated. Anyway, she pissed. Okay, she pissed on the ground. And I'm assuming that buck came from the bottom. I guess just coming into the wind. And no sooner than he got to where she pissed. That's so damn funny. No sooner when he got to her piss, I guess she was hot. I don't know. I guess she was hot. Crossed the track and boom, there she went. So evidently she was hot. We run it, turn the bleed can on, snort weed, and nothing. So we probably got a mile walk back to the truck, but we gonna start packing up. It'll be December before either one of us are back to hunt. It will be 4 days before I get back in the woods. And Tanner, I don't know when he'll be back. So we got some videos that are waiting to come out, and hopefully we'll get some kill videos. I still have not punched a tag yet, so we'll see. We're gonna keep on keeping on, and hope for the best, and hope for a tag. Thank y'all for watching.